I'm really torn on this one because I want to give you good advice on your health, but in this area, there's kind of a real toss up here. I'm Dr. Blair Masters with AccuSmart, and you might recognize the Triad of Health. You're here, and your acupuncture system is working great. You don't have any toxins. You have good nutrition. You're eating well, drinking well. Your hormones are good. You don't have any infections. Don't hopefully have any prescriptions. You don't have any allergies. Your emotions are great, and your structure's great. So you have good function, and you're basically at ease. Now, you don't have any symptoms at that point, but when things start to bother you, and eventually everybody has trouble, this area is a lot of times where things start. Oh, I got in an accident when I was a kid on my bicycle, and then I got in a car wreck when I was 16, and that sports injury, and this starts to, give you problems, give you symptoms. Toxins, man, the air in our water and our food, they are everywhere. And if we aren't really, really good over here, then a lot of times the toxins our bodies make, we can't actually detoxify. Nobody eats and drinks perfectly, and therefore you have problems in this area, and a lot of times that represents problems over here. And then emotion, oh my gosh, nobody, has perfect emotions. We all are bombarded by different stresses in this area. So it's no wonder that we start to have problems. And instead of having good function, we start to have malfunction. Now, here's where the problem is, where the big rub is we are taught in America to ignore stuff that's going wrong and cover that stuff up. Cover it up. Cover it up. Take a Tylenol. Take an Advil. Walk it off, candy ass. Whatever. You really need to pay attention anytime things aren't functioning properly, because it gives you a clue that things are not the way they should be up here. But if you ignore this, you keep getting worse and worse. Eventually, you end up with some kind of disease process. And again, we're taught, ignore your health. Don't pay any attention to it. Take something that covers up your pain. Take a Advil, take a Tylenol. There's tons of stuff like that. But and there's tons of people who are walking around as a result of this philosophy of ignoring your problems. There's tons of people who are walking around with heart disease and they don't even know it. They're walking around with diabetes and they don't even know it. They're walking around with all sorts of problems and they are not aware of it. But eventually, and you will have some kind of symptom or pain. And this is when most people really start to see the doctor. Oh, I'm having a malfunction. I'll take something over the counter. I'm having some kind of further malfunction, and let me take 2 Tylenol instead of 1. And then, oh my goodness, I better go get looked at. I'm starting to not feel very good. And then a lot of times, and this particularly happens in this area over here, you're given a stronger painkiller to cover this stuff up even more. And that is not the way to go. You want to use your symptoms, push your observation of symptoms up as high as you can, and notice when things start to malfunction, and then take steps. I'm just not having the energy that I should. Well, maybe a combination of improving your diet and starting to exercise, hallelujah, or hey, I've got problems with emotions, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling anxious, whatever it is. There's a ton of stuff that you can do that are available to help that. And a lot of it can be done over here. What you eat and drink has a huge effect on your emotions. Really try to push your observation of your symptoms up, and don't just keep ignoring them and keep ignoring them and keep ignoring them until your problem is so big it can't be ignored any longer. If you are in a situation where your health isn't where you'd like it to be, then give me a call. Email me set up an appointment. I have an online appointment availability. Go to accusmart.com and you'll see that. I'm happy to help. If you put a comment down below, I will respond to those and try to help you with the health problems that you're commenting on as well. I've had lots of people do that. So anyway, I hope this kind of explanation was helpful of how you should approach things. Pay attention to how you're feeling and take steps. There's lots of stuff that you can do, and we're here to help you if you need help.